ego death. You know, that's the hardest part about this shit with being a producer and a writer and an executive. I'm thinking that 90, even the engineers, 99% of people that come in this shit, I'll start off from an artist perspective. Nobody just starts off for the most part saying, I want to be a manager. I'm gonna be an executive. Like, niggas always start off from the I'm the star moment. You know what I'm saying? So to actually become a star and be known for that, I had to really have an ego death. And it was a hard pill to swallow, pause, because it's like my music is still the catalyst, and what I'm writing and what I'm producing is the catalyst behind it. They just don't want it from me. They just want another vessel. And that's where it's kind of a mind fuck for a lot of other people. Like, think about it. Like, think if you're a girl and you write a record for Olivia Dean, or not saying her, I'm just using her as an example or something like that. And that record goes and you guys win a Grammy with that record. But you ain't never met Olivia Dean. You don't know her. And then you start playing them dumbass games with yourself. Like, I'm supposed to know, but this my blah, blah, blah. You start changing that artist moment into your moment because you're so ambitious and you want to get to the next level. So for me, it was more so saying, like, imagine, like, bro, like, I'll never forget, Rico Love was the hottest producer at the time and still is one of the most prolific, incredible producers right now. My brother, he took a liking to me. He took me under his wing. He took me to his studio in Miami where he was working. He had the room full time, and Fat Joe was in the room. And I'm Young Berg at the time. So Rico Love says, he's the one that inspired me to change my name. Like, Rico Love, I went and had a meeting with him. He like, bro, like, you got to change your name. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm more famous than Rico Love, though. Like, how is this nigga going to tell me I got to change my name? And I had hit records as an artist, like, what? But it sunk in, and I was so inspired by what he was doing and just his lifestyle and what was going on and the momentum he had, and I really considered it. So this is before the hit maker and all the other shit. I come to Miami to hang out with him, and we go to the studio, and he's working on a Fat Joe record at the time. So I go in, and Fat Joe, he introduced me to Fat Joe, and he said, Fat Joe, meet Christian. And that's my real name. And Fat Joe like, nigga, that's Young Berg. What the fuck you talking about? That's a Christian. Blah, blah, blah. So that was one of the moments. And then even crazy, I got a Terror Squad chain on right now, years later, and making hits for Fat Joe after the fact or whatever. So it's really about having to get out your own way to be, man, I'm very blessed, but my biggest blessing is that I could be a blessing to somebody else. And the minute I understood that, and it wasn't just a me show, then that's when everything changed for me.